Man, I that, and I that, bouncing up and down, nearly broke, just let me breathe for a minute, just let me breathe for a minute, just let me breathe for a minute, white Range Rover, in it, let me breathe for a minute, just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. He's always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Cousins Redskins going up against Jared Goff's Rams.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Washington Redskins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Last year, Gurley, 74% of LA's carries. That's the highest percentage in the league.
But no real payoff because they finished 31st in the league in rushing. I think as a team, they ran for 78 yards per game. They had a 1,000-yard receiver in Kenny Britt out wide, but they really didn't scare people downfield. And because of that, they stacked the line of scrimmage and stuffed the run game.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Good move by Gurley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue, explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. They run it here with Thompson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a first carry for their fullback. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Cousins now. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Goff now to throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing on third, Goff. They got him in, it's Woods. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. The Rams dead last in the NFL last year on third down conversions, just 32%, but they come through there.
They've got a much better chance of that number rising this year for a variety of factors. Of course, they're going to get their quarterback, Jared Goff, going. But the big part is, last season, they were really a one-trick pony on offense. Now they'll be much more varied under new head coach Sean McVay.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. shift together here from the D-line. Here's Goff now on second down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. It's Johnny Hekker now, an all-pro 3 of the last 4 years on to punt. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. They'll run with Thompson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Cousins now on 2nd down. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
No one made it into the red zone fewer times than the Rams last year, 32nd in the NFL. But they're here now with a 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he is knocked down from the side at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Dumps it off to Gurley. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Second down, Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Third and long for Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Goff. We got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on third down. And even 40 yards. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Value 1. Value 3.
Again they run with Gurley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. First down, here's Cousins. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Cousins now from the 50. Pryor has it complete. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. An update now from Oakland. The Raiders are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On 1st and 10, Cousins looking for Pryor long. A swing pass caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terrell Pryor, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, gone. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, here's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On third down, Cousins. And that's incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Cousins now to throw on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Again, the juke. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, 36 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Will Compton in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And Zuerlein pulled it. Zuerlein pulled it. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Josh Doctson's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Cousins on 1st down. A swing pass caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Thompson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Goff now looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Cousins now. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's 2nd down. Slot man moves right. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When I evaluated Jamison Crowder coming out of Duke, I thought he was already a pro in how he approached the game and ran routes, and I think his head coach Jay Gruden agrees.
Yeah, he has said repeatedly we want to keep him on the field as much as possible. He had 847 yards, 7 touchdowns a season ago. The Redskins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this is brought in by Pryor. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. An update now from Northern California, up in Oakland. The Jets have now taken the lead in a high-scoring affair. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Throwing is Cousins. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Now it's 2nd and 7.
Super one.
They run. It's Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. Into the Redskins. Have it, they do. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get out to the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go play action here on first down. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Hey, 382, let's flip it. Lucky 48.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And now here is another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 5. That sets a brand new NFL record.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So it'll be first down here after the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Gurley again here on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
That first, good for 20 and a first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite run.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On the ground, it's Thompson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, 382, let's flip it. Hey,
Cousins now on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Zach Brown. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. It's a 69-yard punt. 69 yards. Wow. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 2nd down, Cousins again. And Reed with it over the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Washington. 49 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 1st down. Here's Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 4-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Dancing to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And some room to work. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. So out now come the Redskins. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
To throw, Cousins. Now a desperation throw. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. With a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Here's Gurley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.